how this popular TikToker ruined his life with one video. Well, let's see it.
Sensation, known as the Mall Wizard Gnome.
What? Him?
Faces serious
Wait, no.
charges.
He was terrorizing the people of Poland for many months now.
Wait, no, I thought he was a friendly guy. Wait, I thought he was a good dude.
Facing up to 10 years.
What?
Just 6 months ago, Crawly the Gnome was one of the
10
most trending
years?
TikTokers on the whole platform, collaborating with the big names like MrBeast and Oliver Tree.
No shit.
In
What
his
the Bro, I'm sorry. Belle Delphine is so hot. That's crazy, bro. That's fucking wild, bro. Holy, she's British? I don't care. That's wild, man.
In his videos, he would dress up as a little gnome, bursting into malls and recording everyone reaction.
Yeah, I remember
People
that.
on the internet loved the silly green creature, and his videos would get millions of views.
They're hilarious.
Some hated him, some loved him,
I never hated
but
him.
his success was undeniable. He had absolutely everything a creator
It was
would
just like
ever
harmless
want.
pranks,
So what
no?
happened? How did Crawly go from successful career to have whole country hate him? Crawly took his pranks too far. He would do anything for views.
I've never seen him go too far. Maybe I missed it.
From spraying a random person with a fire extinguisher to destroying someone's parked car on the street. For that, he received a lot of hate. With
Oh, I didn't know he did all that. I just saw him being a funny gnome in the mall. I'd never seen him do all that shit. Wait, for real?
comments like, get out from
He was very racist against Polish people? Who the fuck's racist against Polish? What? They're all such nice people.
Poland and go back to Ukraine, boy. Deportation from Poland, please. I like the gnome, but this is too far. And guess what? After that, he did something so bad that it got him banned not just from Poland, but the whole Europe. And as a cherry
What
on
the
top,
fuck?
they terminated his TikTok account, basically making him nobody. My name is Pepezilla. I do
Holy
documentaries
shit.
on the internet, people, that you most likely never heard before. And today, we're gonna have a look at Crawly the Gnome, the funny TikToker who did horrible things.
Bro.
And we definitely
The
love Delhi the
thumbnail of this video. This guy's face, big red circle. He went to jail for what?
Gnome, the funny TikToker who
Peak
did horrible
clickbait.
things. And we definitely love that type of content on this channel.
Like the video, that's why you clicked it.
But before we start, how have you guys been? Do
Great.
you drink enough water?
I
This is
have.
your daily reminder, you probably should drink some.
You know what? I'm gonna give even one more. I'm gonna drink Tectone's Gamer Subs flavor, Happy Juice, and I'm gonna use code BALDY for 10% off. Hey man, thank you for the reminder.
care about you guys. And if you're going through some tough times maybe, just know that it has to rain for a bit for you to be able to see the rainbow.
So true.
In early 2024, Crawly, or by his real name Vladislav, originally from Belarus, started
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, when you actually see how he looks like, okay, bro is a bona fide supervillain. Bro is a convict, 1,000,000%. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. It's like a Scooby-Doo unmasking to the worst human being on earth.
his TikTok career by uploading videos
Bro looks like
where him
fuckboy
and his
Baltimore.
minions would raid various fast foods. They would terrorize every shopping center in the whole
Warszawa.
the main city of Poland. They call themselves Crawly Army, and with
Jesus.
getting millions of views on each video and hundreds of comments laughing at their pranks, his ego and passion for pranks grew exponentially. But
Pranks or crimes? Take your pick.
soon people started getting bored of the same formula getting repeated over and over, so Crawly had to think of some new pranks. He would think of the most crazy stunts, how to grab viewers' attention at costs of anything. The more reaction he would get out of the people in the video, the more bizarre his stunts are, the bigger the views. But there was one video that sparked very negative reaction. In 2003, on 16th of May, he uploaded a video of him getting tackled down by some random guy on a bus.
What? Why'd they blur it?
While that was happening, in the background we could see a very scared woman who was
Oh, is this a prank? Pretending that two people were having a violent altercation? What a great prank.
trying to get out of there ASAP. Dude, I would knock him the out. Dude, being a clown for 700 views is crazy work. This was the very moment people realized behind Vladislav being silly on camera in funny costumes, it's not so funny for others involved in the video.
Yep.
Somewhere at this time, people digged up his old photo from school, I suppose, and found out Crawly isn't actually Belarusian as he claimed. In reality, he was from Ukraine, which made people even angrier. Poland helped your land and you are doing this?
Okay, well, I don't really know why that matters, but alright.
Go back to Ukraine. Crawly realized it's time for a rebrand, and that's how his Gnome era began. He would get insane views on his videos. He knew exactly what he was doing, but the only thing he couldn't control was his ego. From him uploading little artistic movies of himself to YouTube, only receiving 1,000 views, to becoming a worldwide sensation and collabing with biggest names in the industry, only if he knew that all that will be ruined by his own ego. But to that I'll get in a minute. I woke up one morning and my For You page was invaded by
Holy fuck, who is that?
gnomes. It almost felt like every second scroll was either Crawly himself or someone else catching up on a trend. I found it hilarious, super funny. His TikTok community took this whole Crawly thing to absolutely new level.
See, this reminds me of being a VTuber, where like people are absolutely horrible human beings. So they become a VTuber to rebrand themselves as cute, fun, sexy, flirty. Look at these big old boobs. They can't be horrible. Look at how cute they are. And they're just fucking terrible behind the scenes, bro. It's so bad. Because this guy, he gives you the guise of being a cute old little gnome, but in reality, he's just a piece of shit.
I even found like 5-minute video on YouTube explaining the lore of gnomes.
Oh,
We literally have gnomes posting videos telling people to watch out for traps. And we have knights weightlifting and posting about how they're gonna catch all the gnomes.
It's like, what the f***?
What had begun as one gnome
I ain't gonna lie, working out in a full set of chainmail and plate mail, that is hard as fuck.
running around causing mischief had just developed into an interspecies war.
Dude, what am I even watching?
This is where it starts to get complicated. The wizards were indecisive on whether to stay out of it or not, but as the war raged on, the wizards finally decided to step in.
It's like 2 AM, I have classes in 4 hours, and I'm watching some fairy tale fiction. What is this? What am I doing with my life? Jesus Christ. There were wizards, fairies, they called it a magical world war. I don't know.
So they reinvented racism, but they made it cute. Okay. That's kind of smart, man. That's kind of smart.
You just gotta go outside to
Mega
this point.
brain.
What I'm trying to say
Man,
is
fuck
it
the
was massive,
gnomes.
okay? It was really big. He was doing collab with Mr. Beast. He even had a bit with Oliver Tree where he jumped on his stage. He had Barkov with I Show Speed, or what in the hell even was that? I don't know. Crawly was pulling insane numbers on TikTok with all these collabs. There is no other way to say this. He was an absolute legend. And all that was very funny, sure. But a part of that, something more sinister was happening in the background. Crawly didn't really care about anything apart of views. And some could even say that it ain't that big of a deal, right? It's just a gnome. But there was one worker who was forced to leave her job because of this very gnome.
I work in Golden Terrace.
That's like a shopping center in Warsaw.
And the green gnome from the memes has been harassing the employees for a few months now. Too long didn't read, I don't work there anymore. XD. Calling the police, making a scene, harassing the employees, jumping on the counters, jumping.
I lost my job. XD. Okay.
Into
Fridges? What
Bro
the fuck?
seems to
Okay,
not
whatever.
give a
getting
fuck.
scolded by our boss because, quote unquote, how are you not able to deal with this guy in a stupid hat, Lamau?
Yeah, so it was kind of bad, okay? If this happened once or twice, it would be like, whatever. But Crawly went to the very same shop for over a year. Imagine every time you go to work, you're afraid of that little green haha gnome is gonna come. Yeah, it sounds kind of funny, but every day? In my opinion, that would be insanely annoying.
Oh, it would be annoying as fuck.
Part of Paul's already not liking Crawly because of his origin, they now had more reasons to hate on him since he was doing stuff like this.
What? Wait, what the fuck? He was actually doing all that in the sanctity of the toilet room? Nah, hell nah. That's weird as fuck.
So funny.
And that's why the most viral video on the Polish Twitter at the time was a security guy escorting the gnome out of the store. They even called him a national hero. That's how much people hated that little gnome.
Każdy będzie zachował się teraz jak facet i każdy będzie reagował na jego zachowanie. Przyjeżdża gość do naszego kraju i naprawdę stwarza zagrożenie. Reagujmy, nie bądźmy obojętni.
And it looked like it finally happened. Gnome videos weren't as popular anymore and Crawly's hype was dying off. But Vladislav didn't give up and his TikToks got even worse somehow. Since Crawly had a lot of fans on his Telegram channel, it only made sense he used them for content as well. But there was a problem. His fans in the videos were mostly kids who didn't really know what they were doing. They were just happy to be there with someone famous, someone who they liked. What Crawly was doing is, I think, not illegal, but it's definitely annoying as f***. And I'm not even joking now. I have been to Warsaw like a year ago or something, and by the way, I don't know if you guys...
It has been very fun for me. As a guy who's been in a community pretty much dominated by children, it's been very funny watching these kids grow up and leaving the other content creators because they realized that they were full of shit their entire childhoods, and now the guy who they said they hated their entire life is now their favorite streamer, which has been great for me, man. It's great. That's why I feel like I'm never gonna fall off, bro. I mean, it's every year they grow up, they get it, and they come over here. It's dope.
I've ever been to Warsaw, but it looks like Slavic New York City. I felt like I'm not even in Europe anymore. Anyway, I was there for like a week or something, and I saw Crawly twice in the same place. And I wish I was joking. So I can only imagine how irritating it must have been for the workers there. But now, we actually get some big stuff. At one of his meetups, Crawly asked his fans to show up in little boxes. And eventually, he had like little army of boxes or something. It was kind of funny, I would say.
Yeah,
not something you would say every day, but I mean, you're in Poland on the other hand. Okay, whatever. You get my point. So first they were having fun, but it went south real quick. All of a sudden, we see Crawly destroying some random car on the street and little fans jumping around.
Dude, it's vandalism, but they're wearing cute little outfits. Isn't it so adorable?
And joining in. Craze. And then there's a clip of Crawly.
No, guys, you don't get it.
With...
You don't get it. It's not a crime. They're wearing funny boxes. How do you not get it?
Fire extinguisher on the street.
You're just
Holy
old.
smokes. Like, is he crazy? What's
You're
going
just
on?
old.
And turns out, I wasn't the only one who had this exact reaction. This fuckhead gotta get deported immediately. There's absolutely no way he thought it's a good idea to upload this. This cannot be real.
It's a
and the
prank.
reality is...
It's a total fabrication.
It's staged. You all got bamboozled. The car was his, and that fella he sprayed, that was his friend apparently. But regardless, right after this, he did an oopsie that eventually got him deported from the whole Europe for 10 years. And what he did, you're asking? He bit the hand that was feeding him, basically.
Польский народ, вся Европа, это куколды, которые с самого детства рождаются в достатке, в хороших условиях, в приятной цивилизованной стране. И у них нету мотивации исконной с рождения. Они совсем согласны, они законопослушные. Они вот, знаете, вот, они куколды. Поэтому я вот вообще, европейское население, оно меня, ну мне...
What the fuck?
Ужасно. Мне бы вот жить в русскоговорящей стране, я бы счастья не знал.
Yeah, okay, honestly, this video pissed me off. Like, I see where he was coming from.
Brother, I'm not saying what because I don't understand what I'm saying. Hold up, bro. Did you really just think I was saying what because I didn't? Okay, bro, hold up. Bro literally said, just read the subtitles if you don't understand. Yes. I know to read the subtitles. I'm saying what as a way to show that I can't believe that he said that. Oh my God, there's just no way. Oh no, if you don't get it, man, just read the subtitles. They're at the bottom. They actually explain what he's saying. Jeez.
There surely are countries where it's a little tougher to live, but no way you're this stupid to say this online on a platform with 100k followers or something, with your face in it, and expect like nothing's gonna happen. Because this is a textbook definition of xenophobia. I'm from Belarus, for example. I also didn't have it easy, but like, dude, just chill, okay? And guess what? He actually got what he deserved. He got banned off of TikTok, losing his 6 million followers. He got arrested by the police and eventually deported to Ukraine. Here we have a Polish politician talking about it on Twitter.
Good.
Policemen from the Metropolitan Police Headquarters, together with Border Patrol, have arrested the pathological
Rip
streamer
Bozo,
Crawly
buddy.
Vladislav.
Rip fucking
The man has
Bozo.
been passed to the Border Patrol officers, who have begun the process of deporting him from the Republic of Poland.
And after this, he kind of fell off. He still re-uploads his old TikToks on YouTube Shorts and Instagram, and all the comments are basically telling him that he left him in 2024. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just cringe at this point. It was funny at the time. I genuinely laughed at it, okay? I found it funny. But looking at it now, I don't see a reason to repost Gnomes or whatever this is.
I'll be real, bro. I think prank content is so fucking gay. There's only one group of people who have ever done prank content well, and that's Impractical Jokers. And that's because they go out and they humiliate themselves. They don't go out and inconvenience other people. The moment the prank becomes something not enjoyable for the people that you're doing it to, it's no longer a prank, it's fucking harassment. So let's grow the fuck up and let's leave prank content back in 2020. So fucking cringe.